Now, following the story, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, now joins me on the line to share with us the discussions that have been taking place thus far. Very good evening, Ms. Nandi-Ndaitwah.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for joining us. Could you briefly share with us the background of this joint visit and what necessitated it?
Yeah, the background of the visit, you will recall that last year, November 20th, there was an incident of 4 people who were shot and killed in Botswana by the Botswana Defense Force. Among them, there were 3 Namibians and 1 Zambian. And since then, there has been a lot of discomfort among the people in the area. And that has also because, as we all know, that was not the first incident. Before, it's recorded that since Namibia's independence, more than 30 people, Namibians, were killed in the hands of the Botswana Defense Force. Now, when the 2 presidents engaged, and particularly during the last visit of President Masisi to Namibia, our president deliberated on the matter, and of course, the decision was taken that, as you all know, that the 2 presidents had put up an investigation team that has reported, and the matter now to find exactly what happened on that particular case is now within the Botswana court. Nevertheless, in order to address the issue of uneasiness and a lot of reports which are being reported, the president found it necessary that the ministers responsible for international cooperation should go to the area, because they are the ones who have the responsibility to ensure peaceful coexistence between countries. So that was the background. So we came, we arrived yesterday. We started a meeting the communities in Botswana, Kasane. But because of the COVID regulations, we could not hold community meetings. So it was more the representation, because both in Kasane yesterday and today in Katima, in our meetings, there were representatives of the traditional authorities. And we take it that these are the people who are representing the communities. So they all elaborated on issues, situation as they see it, and the conclusion is we must really work to ensure that the insecurity that is felt in the region, particularly on the Namibian side, is dealt with. We cannot afford not to have a peaceful coexistence between the 2 countries, who are not just people who are along the common borders, but these are people who are same family. So you find an uncle is on the Namibian side, a nephew is on the other side, and vice versa. So basically, we also looked at ensuring free and equal access to the natural resources. Particularly, as you know, on the Namibian side, Namibians make use of the river for their livelihood, particularly when it comes to fish, when it comes to grass, when it comes to the reeds, and also the fields which people cultivate are along the border.
Now,
So
Ms. Nandi-Ndaitwah, I have to...
program should be allowed to continue.
Minister Nandindaitwa, I have to interject there. Apologies for that. Talk to us. How long will the ministry team delegation be there, and what's the expected outcome?
No, we have completed our work today, and we have issued a communique whereby we underline the need for us to make sure that all the mechanisms that are in place related to the cross-border operation are implemented. We also say that we must implement the international instruments related to the cross-border activities along our common border. For example, the International Court of Justice ruling that says that the Kasane to Island, of course, it is part of Botswana, but the same ruling has made it very clear that both countries should continue to enjoy equal access and treatment to shared natural resources in the two channels around Kasane to Island. So we agree that that has to be implemented. Right. So this is one of the understanding that we have reached, and we have also decided or recommend that during the inaugural session of the Binational Commission, we have to work out, or the decision has to be taken in relation to cross-border instruments to be developed and to be agreed upon. And we are expecting that this inaugural session would take place in the course of this year. It has been delayed because of COVID. For example, we have also the Joint Commission on Defense and Security, which has been also delayed. But now it is good that it will be taking place from the 13th to the 17th of September in Swakopmund. So they are also going to look into this issue of cross-border security. At the same time, we underline the importance of educating our people to appreciate the value of our natural resources, particularly wildlife, and together we can find a way of how to protect them without creating a situation where life can be lost, as it has been experienced in the past.
All right. Well, thank you so much for enlightening us there. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it. That is the Deputy Prime Minister as well as the Minister of International Relations and Corporations, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, just briefly sharing with us a visit today in Kasane and the discussions with the Botswana counterpart. We continue.